Hello and welcome to my kitchen. In today's recipe, I'll be showing you how to make Menudo Blanco, just like we like it in Sonora. Only this time, we're gonna be using an Instant Pot. Amigos, you'll need honeycomb tripe, una pancita. And they come in little cubes like this. Sometimes you're very, very fortunate and you get the good one where you don't have to do much cleaning. The honeycomb, you don't have to clean the fat, but if you are to get a little bit of fat, I've shown you in other videos how we remove that particular fat.
How do you ask for this at the carniceria?
For pancita, okay. Or you can ask for menudo. A lot of places just already know this as menudo.
Okay.
It depends on what region you're in. And just to show you guys, it says honeycomb tripe, Menudo Blanco.
Got it. Because you know the struggle with our parents sending us to the carniceria and we don't know how to ask things.
Yes, we don't know.
We do now.
You guys asked me, I've been through it, so you don't have to. We also are going to need some cow's feet, patita de res. That's what you ask for, patita de res, little foot. And you're going to get pieces like this, especially for the Instant Pot. When it's sliced this way, it works a lot better. So if you get one that is a full piece, well, that's really off. But if it's a full piece, ask them if they can cut it for you. So it's, if you're going to be using it for the Instant Pot, okay? And a lot of you shy away from this one because you get scared and you're just like, oh my goodness, let's have some respect for this cow. We are going to use everything.
You want that collagen.
You do want this collagen. You guys want to see how your face gets nice and plump and shiny, and then how your kids take naps after the broth? This gives you that delicious broth where your kids like to nap and rest peacefully.
That's right.
You two adults, it's at me. You guys know I don't sleep.
Good night, Youth Club Junior.
Rinse your menudo, your honeycomb tripe.
With cold water?
Cold water. I'm going to add some baking soda, some coarse salt, our menudo, and I'm going to squeeze 2 key limes in here. You can use 1 or 2. We are going to soak this for about 10 to 15 minutes. And after 10 to 15 minutes, we are going to rinse our menudo, our tripe. Before I rinse our tripe, I'm going to get started on soaking our beef feet. And that was baking soda and some salt. And this is sea salt that I'm using. And you just see I'll run my hands through all of it, just like that. And I'll be careful because I really like the tendon. I'll be careful not to mess with that too much. If this grosses you out, but you have family members that love it, remember to wear your mask and to use some gloves. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean that other people don't need the healings that are in this broth.
And you're an angel for making this if you don't like it.
Yeah, you are. I know a lot of people that make the best menudo and they don't even like it. Just rinse your menudo well. Take you about 45 seconds, move it around. And I'm gonna set this to the side and start cutting them. Now for the menudo, you wanna slice it into smaller pieces. This one, that's a good piece for adults, and it's most likely that adults have this. But if you have little ones that like menudo, make sure to throw some pieces in there that they can enjoy. You can even put them like that or even smaller. They're just easier to chew for the kids, okay? Good little piece there. And remember, they shrink when they boil. Now I wanted to keep this piece to show you the fat. If you have a family that prefers the fatty menudo, keep the fat in there, but you do have to take some of it out because it tends to just rise to the top, and good luck getting some broth. So you just move a little bit of the fat.
What do you mean good luck getting broth? Like clear broth? Or?
You'll get a layer of thickness of fat from the top. I mean, I can just dip my bread in there.
I got it.
I think that if you're just introducing menudo to, for example, somebody that's not familiar with it, I think definitely remove as much of the fat as you want and keep it clean. I think that's how I got started eating menudo, because when I was younger, I was definitely not interested, amigos. And now it's time to rinse our patita. And I left this soaking here about 5 to 8 minutes. It's not so much of a soak, it's just enough to get it clean, kind of serves a purpose like this. You know, the wonderful thing with cleaning it with baking soda is that a lot of people, well, a lot of us in Sonora, we like that white menudo, and it keeps it super white and clean, you know? Now we just need to rinse these just a little bit. You'll need onion, you can use yellow or white, a whole garlic, green onion, and salt. To your Instant Pot, you want to add your beef foot. Little Tetris here, friends. Make it work. About how many quarts is this? 6?
6.
Wonderful. Add your pancita, your honeycomb tripe, garlic, onion, water.
To the max.
To the max. Add your salt. And friends, make sure to adjust your salt accordingly to what you're using. I'm using Himalayan salt, and if you're using iodized salt, you're gonna have to use a little bit less, but remember, you can always add, but you can't take away. So even after all of this is done and you need to add a little bit of salt after you taste it, it's better to do that than to go have a party in here with salt.
But you're gonna have a party in the description area.
Yes, I am gonna have a party in the description area for you.
She'll tell you how much salt she recommends.
And we're gonna add our green onions.
And make sure you say "ay," or it's not gonna come out good.
Seal your vent, and you are going to pressure cook for 50 minutes.
Did you close your vent?
Yes, it's closed, honey.
Good girl.
And while our menudo is cooking, I'm gonna rinse our hominy and I'm gonna start preparing our toppings, and we can't forget our bolillo. Na 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 na.
Really good study. I'm gonna dance. I didn't know you do that.
You can allow the steam to release on its own, and that's gonna take 15 to 30 minutes. Or if you're brave and you can handle the heat that's gonna come out of this Instant Pot, then you can release the steam, throw a cloth over it, like this. Has to be a cloth, because if you use a paper towel, it's just gonna fly everywhere and you're gonna have a milky mess. And you wanna be equipped with some extra kitchen towels to absorb what's gonna come out, which is a lot of milkiness that's just delicious, and you're gonna feel sad, kind of like I did. Let me show you. And I've already emptied one out. That's the second one. So you have a choice. If you're not too good in the kitchen and you're scared of a lot of things, allow the steam to release on its own. It's gonna be 15 to 30 minutes. But now that I've been a daredevil and allowed it to release.
What you mean by that is the pin has to drop to release on its own. And
yes,
then you can open it, right?
Yep, the pin right here.
Our new users.
And what we mean by releasing the pressure is that you allow the pin to drop on its own. Add your hominy, and now for us to cook our hominy and allow it to combine with all those delicious flavors we have going on, we're gonna cook it another 12 minutes. You can go anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. It's gonna be up to you. I think 12 minutes is a good point for your hominy to combine with the flavors. The other thing you wanna do is you wanna taste the broth and see if you need a little bit more salt at this time. I'm gonna taste our broth. Casi nada, almost nothing, just a little bit. You see?
Yep.
Now I'm gonna close it and continue to cook.
Close that vent.
Close your vent. I'm placing my cast iron on a medium-low heat. I'm gonna allow it to warm up for about 3 minutes before I place my bread on it. The beauty I'm using today is a bolillo bread. If you don't have access to bolillo bread, you can use telera, or you can use your submarine rolls type of bread. That'll work, but if you get a hold of bolillo, it's gonna be your best option. And all you have to do to this bread is just spread a little bit. You don't wanna add too much of the butter. It's just slightly. It works better with your hands because it warms it up. And you don't wanna put too much on, because then you create too much steam when you place it on your pan. Once your pan is nice and hot, you're gonna place your bread this way, okay? And I personally like this bread flat. It just makes it a little light
on its
crisp.
back?
Yes, Cloud, on its back. And then I place something heavy on top. So you can place a heavy pan, just like that. And make sure the pan doesn't cover completely because then it's gonna create too much steam and we want a crispy bread.
Okay.
Hang tight. Since my pan is so hot, it only takes about a minute on each side to get to a good crispiness. Now it's time to serve. Once your hominy is done cooking, allow the pressure to release on its own, so just until that needle drops. And boom, done, amigos. We made it comfortable for our own home. Make sure to have a drink. Cheers.
She made it comfortable for me because I was being a borracha last night. I went 1 year without drinking and then boom, I was like, okay, a little whiskey here and there is not going to hurt me.
Ooh, that's beautiful. I like to top our menudo with some onions, some cilantro, or a little lime. As always, Views Club and Bell Notification Squad, Cloud and I are wishing you the best. We absolutely adore you. And we want to give a special shout out to all the papas cooking for their partners. And on that one, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Adios. Okay, amigos. Say ah. Estoy temblando del hambre. I do chew. It's just that the enchiladas are nice and soft, and I have, well, you guys know I grind my teeth. I'm a teeth grinder, so that's why my jaws are so like big, but also I'm really good at chewing.
Buen provecho.
Like one chew for me would be like a pit bull girl. This is good. The tripe is nice and soft and chewy.
It's tripe.
Ooh, oh, hot. I'm gonna dip some of this bread in the broth.
Now we know where the boys get it from, eating their food so hot.
I know, and I was so worried about Punky eating it like that. It's in the family.
And your little immediate family, because I do not get down like that.
Amigos, I hope that you enjoy the soup as much as we do, and that it fills your soul, that nurtures you. I did have something that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and a lot of you have jumped into conclusions that kind of hurt certain people's feelings, but that's not the case here. If you guys remember, after my dog of 11 years, Pixie, my best friend, passed away, we had to put her down. I ended up adopting another baby boy, Raja, my Raj baby. I know, it makes me so sad.
I know. What a good
So
boy.
I'll make it quick because I have been really emotional. I have been crying every night, and that's why you guys saw the bags under my eyes a few days ago. My heart really hurts. I had to put Raj baby down. He had an autoimmune disease and he was highly anemic. And yeah, so that's currently what I'm going through. That's my current heartbreak. It just keeps on coming at me, and I still keep getting up every morning, which is the hardest thing to do, but I miss him dearly. And I just want to thank you all so much for your prayers, because honestly, some days are difficult to get up, but you guys have always given me purpose. Your kindness brings me back, and I just want to let you guys know that I love you. And thank you all that pray for our family, and for all of you that say a prayer for my Raj baby. So that's that.
I'm sorry, Mija. It's so difficult.
Yeah, we've lost a lot. Like, I've lost my dog of 16 years, Lucy. We lost Leo. We lost Pixie, and I don't think I can take any more pain from losing my dog. So I don't think I'm ever gonna own a dog again. That's how bad my heart hurts right now. So sometimes it's difficult for me to talk about it, especially now that everything's just so like nitpicked, and even if I say it, somebody misconstrues it. But I'm really, really hurt. I miss Raj baby. That's
he
my
was a
boy.
little puppy boy.
That was my pequeño lindo precioso boy.
I know, we traveled so far to pick him up.
My baby's from the Bay Area, and
Hey.
I will always love him. And you know, I have to pick up his ashes, and I'm a little bit hurt. So thank you guys for being my friends and being so sweet to me. I appreciate you guys.
Y las penas con pan son menos, right? So it's good to make these little
Yeah.
broths and caldos. They really help soothe the soul.
You guys know I don't dwell on things for too long of a time. I'm long-winded, but I acknowledge and I respect life, and I know I have to move it along, but my heart does hurt. Like really bad right now. I actually feel heartbreak. It felt like my first love heartbreak.
No.
The first time like when I was in my 20s and got my heart broken, that's what it feels like right now.
You're allowed to feel hurt.
It's because Raj baby loved me. He understood me. He was like my little guide. We just understood each other. He was such a big baby, and I'm such an old lady baby, and it just worked out.
And you guys are both perfect.
And he was my Cancerian boy. He was also a Cancerian like me. We were a match made in heaven, and now I don't have my Raj baby. My heart is broken, and I hope you guys enjoy this caldo. It's gonna put somebody to sleep.
It's not going to put me to sleep, but I'm going to enjoy my bowl right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know you guys are waiting me to gnaw on this pata, but it's going to be a quick in and out because somebody got judgy the other day because I was eating. That's why I keep the eating at the end, amigos.
Keep your judgy eyes to yourself and click out.
Yeah, for
after the adios goodbye.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, guys. Qué rico. Bye. Don't look at me, friends. Don't look at me like that. I feel that steam in my face. Ooh. That pata close to me.
And look in her eyes. She's out of my league.
You're so silly.
Rice baby. Oh.
Entraron los nervios. There's 700,000 views, club members.
So much love.
I know, girl. I felt it. I felt it yesterday.
Y hay más. These are just the ones that are subscribed, mija.
Yeah, I'm grateful, but I get nervous.
Ponte nerviosa si te habla el IRS. O si se te aparece con Gabriel.
You know, I was thinking like we get a lot of the comments and the messages on Instagram that, you know, people are like, you've gotten me through this past year of COVID, you've gotten me through this, but I don't think they understand that their prayers and their kindness has gotten me through like the hardest times of my life.
That's right, they have.
And
they're so kind and amazing.
Yeah, I'm highly
loving.
grateful. I'm highly grateful. I feel the love. I feel it. I know, but I've been a bit of a crybaby.
Oh. If you rescue me, I'll be your friend forever. Take me in your bed. I'll keep you warm in springtime.
Oh, in springtime. Ooh, I'm ready.
Kitties. Okay, ready?
I'm ready for spring, girl. Say that to my anxiety brain, girl. It just doesn't stop. No descansa. Así voy a lavar la ropa. No tienes tus lentes porque no te has comido tus zanahorias.
Sanorations. Alright, here's the chisme in the cocina. You guys know I like to give you a sneak peek even though it might get me in trouble, but who cares? Views birria oil, the jalapeno oil, which is my personal favorite right now, and this one right here is the non-spicy infused oil that I have only been able to try once. I go to check the pressure y te pones muy altiva. I almost dropped the camera. Wow. Careful with the knife and careful with the aceititos.